They'll look to throw here. Catch here, left side, Thomas. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. As they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right, and he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And once more. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken at the 3. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First and 10, it's Ryan. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down. Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime with a visit. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Caught by Snead over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, the run with Lynch. Finds a seam inside the 40, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He picked up another first down with that run.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And he motions the wide receiver. And now here's a carry heading left. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Three yards to go here on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action now. Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Now receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Snead. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, here we go. Over. Detroit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brad Wing now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Here we go now. Boom, back up. Hey, alert 3. All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's complete to Flainer. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. And
he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Get up! Hey, check. 3 down. Let's go. Got it. Hey, 25. Let's go. 89. Hey, let's go. 21.
They'll try and run it here. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Okafor in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He's back to throw. Eluding the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Okafor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. He spins free. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go now. 3-19. Over.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.